What's going on, everybody? You have reached another reaction, this time with the NRW Checkpoint Crew. Myself, Webster Style, the man, the voice of Fragrance. And of course, I am always joined by my man, Brian said. Brian, are you a fan of the squared circle?
Of what?
Let you know.
What is it?
Wrestling.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
aware, but I'm not necessarily in the circle.
Okay. Well, we had an upstart, I'll say,
Okay.
come up a few years ago in 2019 when the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and a bunch of others who really made their name in New Japan Wrestling got with Daddy Warbucks, Tony Khan, co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, to form their own wrestling company. Now, this
Okay.
group was known as the Elite. So the wrestling company is All Elite Wrestling, and Kenny Omega as a humongous gamer. Kenny Omega is widely regarded as one of the best wrestlers in the world, especially during his time in New Japan. And one of the focuses or foci, I forget the plural of that, that they had with the creation of All Elite Wrestling was a games division. Now we have received, or now this out, the first teaser trailer for the All Elite Wrestling game. So let's take it away and watch this teaser trailer.
Let's go. Okay. All Elite Wrestling.
Ukes. Old school wrestling development. Definitely looks loaded to me. That looks cool. Those in beta for the show. I'm wondering how many wrestlers, cards that actually have in Okay, all right. I forgot. I think the wrestling game's called, I feel like it's Fight Forever. I think that's the official title of the game. It looks cool. I'm personally looking forward to see what the roster's like, because AEW has a humongously bloated roster. And they just have a lot of people. And it's weird. As much as I love wrestling, I'm not a humongous wrestling game fan.
Okay.
For me personally, but I'm very interested to see how this game really turns out, especially considering that Kenny Omega, who is a humongous gamer, is very much leading the charge from the company to make sure this game is right. They even went back to get Ukes. Ukes used to develop the old WWE games. The engine they're using is I believe it's a variation of the old engine that was used for like some of the classic like No Mercy and those games like that. So they have a developer that has a pedigree for doing wrestling games and using a system that fans all over are very accustomed to. Now WWE split from Ukes. This is 2022, so 2020 was the first game without Ukes, and well, by all accounts, it was a hot garbage. So they took off a year and came back this year. And from what I understand, the game is pretty good. So I'm looking forward to see what AEW does. And I will say, to all of those watching, the last wrestling game I played I played W2K 2019, I think, because that was free, with 2016. I don't know. Anyway, but the last wrestling game I remember playing in earnest was like Impact Wrestling on the 360, which tells you how long ago that was. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see what AEW does with this game. As long as they acclaimed in this game, that's all I care about. I don't care about anybody else in AEW, but the acclaimed. That's it.
Okay. Well, It looks like it's gonna be a decent game. I mean, I haven't played a wrestling game like so long. Like I'm talking pre PS1 days. I feel like yeah, Nintendo 64 might have been the last wrestling game I played, which that's okay because that's probably the last time I like watched wrestling on television
Got
as
you.
well. I don't hate wrestling though. I like fighting games, especially if they're good fighting games. I understand that the storyline in wrestling has really taken off since the time I've watched it. So
Right.
I don't hate this at all. I feel like if an actual wrestler is going to start his own company and then it just so happens he's a very, very humongous gamer. He wants to develop his own wrestling game. It makes sense.
And he
Like
got a billionaire behind him. That's always a good thing.
yeah, absolutely. And
Right.
then we talk about like WWE and all these other wrestling companies, even the UFC game. I played the recent, versions of that. Like
Mhm.
they have a base there, but it's not like those games are dominating the wrestling and mixed martial arts fighting world. So shit, throw
Right.
your hat in the in the fire
Exactly.
and see what happens. I'm down for that.
I agree. It is a great time to be a wrestling fan. There's so much choice there, and with by that fact alone, I'm looking forward to see what AEW Fight Forever really has to offer when it releases. I'm not sure if it's supposed to come out this year, but I'm assuming it will definitely be out by 2023.
Yeah, it said it was still in development.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we're definitely by Christmas time 2024 or 23. Yeah, we
yeah, I think it's
should
probably
have at
definitely a
least
year
a
away.
release
They've
date.
been working on it since they started the
Okay.
organization. So, well, that's our take on AEW Fight Forever. I can't wait for a real trailer to come out for that. Of course, you can check out Brian Saff on the Talk and Play Blurcast. You can check me out on the Talk and Geek podcast. But of course, you are with Nerds of the World. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the NRW, on Instagram at New Release Wednesday. Of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and of course, subscribe.
Do it.
So we